Everybody likes the look of aged metal, brass, copper, pewter, whatever it might be. And that's why so much today people like to go to flea markets and antique shops and stuff and try to find little bits and old charms and stuff that they have patina on them. But sometimes it's hard to find just the right thing. So you need to learn to create your own patina, and that's what a lot of my videos are about: creating color, creating patina on brass. I've used many different types of media to do that. I've used resin, paint, just all kinds of different products. But my favorite is Swellegant, made by my friend Christy Friesner. She presents it. It's her product. And something that I found that is a really cool look is to take the raw pewter from the Bisou by 1928 line and simply darken it a little bit with the Swellegant darkening patina. It's very fast. There's nothing to it. And today I'm going to show you how awesome it looks on the bare pewter. So, like I always say, come on over here and I'll show you how it's done. So the process of grungifying pewter, for lack of a better word, is really simple when you use Swellegant darkening patina. If you're not familiar with it, it looks like this. And we carry it at bisouboutiques.com. So come on over and see us. It's not expensive. A bottle will go a pretty long way, and you're going to have so much fun with it because I'm going to show you how it's done, like I said. Okay, so you can go from this beautiful, shiny piece of gorgeous pewter, which is made by the 1928 Jewelry Company for us. It's part of our line. You will find these pieces in raw pewter as of today on our website. So go on over and get some. I'll give you SKU numbers later. Actually, this one I will tell you how you'll put that in after. It's PRAW02750. PRAW02750. She'll put it at the bottom. Anyway, he looks a lot like our gargoyle fish, doesn't he? But he's different. He's got a couple little hanging holes down here, and he's got some up here too, so you can do some very cool things with him that you weren't able to do with that stamping. But anyway, how did I get him to look like that? Well, I'll take this beautiful shiny piece and I will grungify it for you. And it's as easy as this. Now, since it's a bigger piece, I am going to use a bit of Swellegant. Now, you pour the Swellegant into your cup, you're going to be able to do a number of pieces. It's going to get dark, but you're going to be able to do a number of pieces with a little cup full of Swellegant. So don't feel like, oh geez, I just used half my bottle and all that, because you're going to be able to do a bunch of stuff. Even though it gets this pretty blue when it comes out, it's not going to stay like that. It's okay if it gets dark. Okay. Cat hair. Wonder how that got there. Okay, very simple. As I showed you before, I'm going to move this back here and heat it with my handy dandy heat gun. I don't want to do it on the plastic because it'll melt the plastic, so I'm going to do it on my silicone surface and just heat it up a little bit. Okay, that's enough. Now, actually, earlier today I found you could get some color with the pewter if you don't even heat it up, but it's much lighter. So if you want a much lighter look, then go that way. And don't pick this up with your fingers right after like I just did. Okay, so now down he goes. Down the great dragon was hurled. I get out myself. That's what I thought of. That's from Revelation. Anyway. He's getting hurled into here. Or dunked real good anyway. Now you can see I can't get him all. But I got the worst of it. Did you see how fast he got dark? Did you see that? I mean, that was crazy fast. So now what do I do in the middle because he's not dark there? Well, I just take a swab and I swabify him. See? Now I may have to heat it up a little bit more. to get it even. Now I'm gonna take a risk on this plastic that I don't melt it to goo underneath my fish, my gargoyle fish. Okay, come on, gargoyle fish. Usually it just takes so fast, but because it didn't go all the way in, it would have been good probably if I'd had my little bowl like I use. You guys know my bowl from my cup warmer. She's saying yeah. Javi's turning into the expert around here. Real quick. Okay, so I got a little piece on the back where he's not done yet. So I like to get them, you know, get them front and back. Finish the job. Finish the job. I give him a little heat on here. And watch he shouldn't stick. Some things you don't want to do on your paper, but I think this will be fine. Okay, good enough. Now you'll find that when you put a little bit of heat to it after you apply the darkening patina, you get it, it's not really black. It's kind of this real funky ochre color. It's not like our rusted iron either. It's the rusted iron has that found iron look as well, but this, I don't know, I think even more so because of the highlights that you can add. You can do, I mean, you can distress the rusted iron, you can add color to it and all that, but you can just, I don't know, it's just a little bit different look. Okay, so there he is in all his glory. Our gargoyle fish. Let me move this over. See how it got so dark? Got real dark. You can use that again. Don't toss it. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. So, okay, now you got dark. So now, how do I get them to look like that? Well, again, I need to have my handy dandy quadruple aught. 4 zeros. Steel wool. And I just distress them. Just start going this way with it. And get your high places. I'm trying to keep my fingers out of the way so you can see. I don't know, maybe I get more leverage like this. Just distress them. But we're going to do, I got even another trick for you besides doing the distress. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. It's a new product, which as of this time right now, I don't carry it. But I will. It's just, I have a little bit of supplier problems getting it. Seems like it's so wonderful, it's always out. So there you go. But but anyway, there was a song kept saying, but anyway. Okay, so now he's distressed somewhat. But now what we're going to do to him is we're going to use this really cool product. It's from Prima. People make those wonderful paper roses, and I think they have Finnabair underneath their umbrella. A few other things. This is a beeswax based paste. You could say, well, Brenda, I have Gilder's paste already. Why are you telling me to buy yet something else? Gilder's paste is not smooth like this. When I show you, believe me, you're going to want it. And thanks to Suzanne Valeriano for telling me about this stuff, because I did not know. But probably your local craft store will have it, and as soon as good old Bisou can get it some in here, she will too. This is called the white gold. So it's kind of got this almost a nickel-y silver. It kind of reminds me of the German silver Gilder's paste, but it's not. Let me show you how smooth this stuff is. Okay, so once again, I'm going to go for a swab, and you don't want to put a whole lot on here. I like these swabs that have the paddle end and then the pointed end. You get a lot of control, and you just only need a tiny bit. Like what I just put on here is almost too much. And then you just dance it around where you want it. And if you get too much and you don't like it, you can smooth it out. Oopsie, I got a little blob. That's why the paddle's good. But it looks like that metal that you find that the patina didn't form on it evenly, like the old sterling that's really black. It's kind of got that look about it. You're just gonna have to try it. I'm telling you. Just put a little bit on there where you want it, where it looks good on the highlights. Maybe let's get some toward his eyes because they don't show up so good. I'm going to show his Nasty little eyes. Okay, pretty good. I could work on that some more, and I just might. But I could distress it again. If it's too much of this stuff on there, I can distress it right off. It's not a problem. You just play with it. It's just so fun. So between the Swellegant line and this new product, it's just, you got just a barrel of fun. And it's not grainy like Gilder's Paste. Remember how Gilder's Paste would just be kind of grainy? And the look you would get with it was a cool look. I mean, I'm not dissing Gilder's Paste. I love it. But this is just smoother. This is really, really smooth. Okay, so there's your gargoyle fish. Okay, let's do something else. Where can I put him so you can still smell? I'll just stick him right here because he's got to be out of my way. Okay, this is something cool. I love this. And we just got these in. Tell me if it's in the frame there, Hubby. I think it is. Okay. This is a very, very, very old piece from 1928 Jewelry Company. It's got a really low castings number, which means it's among the first that they cast when they started casting in the late 70s. And it's just, it's beautiful. You can see that it doesn't even have their distinctive mark that you usually see to just give you a little swirly girly on the back. It doesn't even have that because it's before they even did that and marked them. But this is an awesome piece, so much detail. It's got the little bird. So wonderful. Transitional deco, I always call that. But anyway, I selectively grungified that. I didn't put it all over the whole thing. I just wanted some on it in some places. So how did I do that? Well, again, I'm going to heat this up, and I'm going to take it off camera because I don't want to dimple up my plastic so you can't see it properly. Okay, that's hot enough. Now get hold of it. And you notice too, I'm gloved up. You always want to glove up when you're doing Swellegant because the patina is really actually very gentle, but it will irritate your skin. And you know, why do that, right? Okay, so there it is. I'm going to turn this, guys, back toward me so I don't have to try and do it upside down. In the meantime, you can look at the one that I finished, okay? And let's see how close I can get this one to that one. Okay, again, I'm not going to dunk this because if I dunk it, it'll go real dark real quick. I want to have some controlled grungifying. So I got some on my paddle end, and now I'm just going to touch it. Okay, and you can see it's just going a little bit. It's staying light. If I wanted darker, I could heat it again. I'm going to get the highlights of the bird. And the thing about darkening patina is if you would get a little bit too much, more than you really want on the piece, you can distress it off and go back down to the bare pewter. Just be careful that you don't distress it too much and end up sawing off some of your detail because you won't like that. Okay, well, you know, just as patina is, everything is a little different. So this one's not going to be exactly like the other one. I was hoping to see if I could do it. It's not, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be. So I'm going to take it back over here. I'm going to give it a little shot of heat again with my handy dandy heat gun, which we carry at bcboutiques.com. This one, there are a lot of heat guns out there, guys. You know, you may have a whole arsenal of them, but I think for the money, it doesn't get better than this, honey. You know, if you want a good hot heat gun, if you want something lightweight, then get the Tim Holtz one because it's very gentle. But this one goes after it. Okay, so I'm going to turn around. So you can see it's pretty dark. I got to work on that because I want it to. I don't want to have it like that. Now, if you like that look, hey, I'm not telling you it's wrong. It's just not what I do. I need to get more patina on the back of that, but I'll worry about that later. Let's worry about the front. Okay, so now what am I going to do to spiff this up and remove some of that? Well, basically, I'm just going to take and I'm going to cut some of this. You know what? I'm going to use my emery board, my emery cube. I might get it off a little quicker because there's so much detail in this. Sometimes with the cube you can get more distressing done. Let's check to see if I'm still in there. Javi does this with 2 cameras. She She does it with her cheapy deepy little, I don't know what is it, Sony camera. And then she syncs her iPhone to it. If you're geeky like she is, you understand. I don't. All I know is this is why we're able to make better videos, because she figured this out, bless her heart. So yay, Javi. Here she comes to save the day. Mighty Javi is on the way. Okay, so I've got most of that off. So it's looking pretty good, and you know what? I can leave it like that. It really has that old found in a flea market sterling look. It really, really, truly does, which is awesome. But I think I'm going to add a little bit of this Art Alchemy metallique wax. Again, the color I have, the only one that came in, because they didn't have the other ones from my order. The only one that came in was white gold, but I like it. It's got that nickel silver look. So I'm just, let me turn this around, guys. I can't do this upside down. Do you know, wait a minute. Do you know, look at the detail in this. There's looks like a little butterfly or something up here, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a little butterfly up there. And there's berries, there are berries, and a little branch or something there, and a sweet little bird. He's got so much detail. The frame has so much. I mean, this is just an awesome piece. Who casts like this? Nobody. Nobody. You can get, you know, reproduction castings and stuff, but they ain't going to be this quality. There's nothing like the stuff they make. Suzanne, who told me about this product from Prima, sent me a gift yesterday. I wish I had brought it downstairs so I could show you. I don't know if Mr. Bernie has this mold anymore or not, but when I go over there again in a few weeks, I am gonna look for it. She sent me this necklace that's it's definitely old antiquities couture, which isn't that old of a line, but it's old for that line. They don't make it anymore. It's an amphora perfume bottle on a chain, and the detail is unbelievable. Everything they do detail-wise is unbelievable. Anyway, I've virtually, you know, I've pretty much got that one done to where I like it. It's different than this one. Maybe I'd distress that one more. I need to finish the back. But that's easily done. Just heat it up and put a little bit more darkening patina and you're done. So how gorgeous is that? You can get that old darkened patina sterling look by just getting yourself a $6-7 bottle of darkening patina and a simple heat gun and the product. And you need it in the raw pewter. And to give you the number on this, it's PRAW02751. And Javi will put that on underneath the product for you so that you can see it. Just came in today. It's just on the website today. We'll have the plated ones in a few weeks, but the raw ones are on there. So we did that one. So you can pretty much see how this goes. Now there's one more I want to do to show you. Well, actually there's two. Let's see how fast it can be, because I said I wasn't going to be a long time with this video. Joycey made, that's Javi's mom. She works with us now too. She made Javi some Chilean soup of some kind, and Javi wants to go get it, and I told her wait till the video's done, so now I'm delaying. So she's going to be happy with me. So I heated this guy up, and I'm putting the stuff on. I'm not going to immerse it. I could if I had it in the bowl. But you can see it's kind of going on light. This is Buster the Cat. If anybody out there that's watching this has been with me for a while, Buster they know Buster because they've seen him in my line. Back when in the 90s I had my own line of gift jewelry, Buster figured pretty big in that. This Buster, it's from an old French finding, but this one's been cast into a circlet, and you can see there's not a lot of patina on the back. I'm just going to see if I can get that quick. See, this is pretty cold and it's still taking, but it's kind of brownish ochreish color. I'll even that out more. Let me wipe this. Now, this, in the castings library at 1928, See, I can blot this too. It was a scarf clip, and I really wasn't interested in having it with a scarf clip. It had the ridge in the back of it for the scarf clip finding, and it didn't have this hanging hole at the top, and I'm like, I don't know what my creative friends are going to do with that. And so I begged Mr. Bernie. I said, will you please make busters so that we can use them as a pendant? And he said, well, if you buy X amount, I will. So I bought X amount. I'm not sorry, because he looks awesome, doesn't he? He's all darkified, he's all grungified. Now we're going to take some of this off. So I think I will start at the edges. Wherever it's high, the design is high, so you get more. But each piece that you do this to is going to have its own personality. Now this one's coming out looking more like darkened pewter so far. He's not quite as dark, but then he didn't patina as dark either. But anyway, he's awfully good looking, as Buster is. You know, Buster knows he's a good looking cat. There he is. And this is what he looked like before I started messing around with him. And how fast was that? Now I could go ahead and put some of the metallique wax on him for lack of time, or for saving time so Javi can go get her soup. I'm going to not do that right now. So put them over here. I want to show you a couple more little things. This is an open back mount that I did. I don't need to do it again and show you again, but you know, 2-3 minutes once and done. That's it. And oh, to seal it, you're going to want to know that. I would just use, you could dump it, not dump it, dunk it in Swellegant clear coat, the sealant if you want, or just good old Krylon spray matte lacquer. I mean, that seems to be my go-to finish, is a good old Krylon spray matte lacquer. You can get it at any hardware store. Go to Walmart. I know you go there. Get it. It's there. I think the craft stores have it too. So this is really a nice mount for an intaglio, meaning a stone that's not, it's got like a design coming up from the back, reverse carved kind of, or reverse molded, and doesn't have foil in it. And we do have some intaglios on the site, or we're going to soon. I can't remember. They just came in. Anyway, so there's that. Did you put them up?
No.
I don't think you did.
Is it like a glass piece?
Yeah, I said when we were talking, I didn't bring the finished one down. I said when we were talking about the other day. Remember Lauren went and put one on the group, and she put the gingerbread up, and but it was a mount that had a back.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, well, you know, you need an open back for that. And she kind of stuck her foot in it, but it all worked out. It was a really good discussion. We have lots of good discussions at the group. Anyway, this is the last thing I'm going to show you today, and it's absolutely awesome. My friend Ellen Gonchar found this really cool piece of 1928 somewhere on an auction site, and she sent me a picture. She says, how far should I go up on this, because I don't want to pay too much. I'm like, well, I don't know, Ellen. I haven't seen that piece before. I would pay $30 or $32 for it. And so, okay, so I don't know what she did knock it down for, but she didn't pay more than that. And so she came back and she showed it to me, and all the details. She took all kinds of pictures. She showed it to me front and back and blah, 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 blah. And I'm looking, I'm like, I just really don't ever remember seeing that, but then I don't know everything about this company. There's a lot to know. So I sent them some pictures. And Mr. Bernie wrote back and said, I don't think I made that. And I says, oh yes you did, senor, because look at this. It's got the squigglies. And I had the finished necklace, the pictures of the finished necklace with the barrel clasp, which means it's early, it's pre-1991, and it had the old tag. I says, yeah, you did make it. Oh, well, now we have a challenge. They're out looking for it. Took them all morning. Everybody was out in the castings looking for this. They found it. So it's 3 pieces. You have a bead here, you have a hanger, and then you have the top loop so that you can hang it. And it spins. And what's so cool is this way, it says I love you, and you can see it. I'm going to show you in a minute. You can see that. And then if you turn it this way, and you wear it this way with the squigglies in the front, then it says I love you, but only you can see it, like it's a secret. So it's really a cool thing. So I'm going to heat this up and show you how I made it look like that. This one takes a little bit more time, but you're going to get the point. So I'm heating it. I sound like Minnie Pearl. Most of you guys won't even know who that is. You don't know who that is, do you, huh? No, who is that?
Sorry.
She was on the Grand Ole Opry. You probably don't know what that is either.
No.
Okay, well anyway, now it's getting done because it's hot. I'm going to grungify it. Both sides in here. Grungify. Hey, there's no better word, is there? Can you think of a better word than grungify? I can't.
Darken it?
Dark. Let's just be simple. Darken it. Okay, Javi. Speaking of dark, this patina is still pretty dark, but you can still use it. It's still good. Don't throw it out. Don't waste it. Now I'm going to dry this guy off. And then I'm going to heat it again so I can go ahead and work with it. Because your main thing with this piece is, you know, this takes quick. And also the copper jumps that hold that together on there, they were copper. They took too, because copper takes like the bomb. You know, it goes fast. You know, brass is slower in Swellegant, but pewter, raw pewter, and copper and the darkening patina take like lightning. Okay, so now I'm going to heat this again. It's dried up, dried off, whatever. Heat it up, and now it becomes that lovely charcoal ochre. It looks like it came from the land that time forgot, which is what we like around here. There you go. There you go. Now here's the piece before. I think there's some 1928 squigglies on it. So it really went dark. So how do I get that to come off? Well, again, same way. Leave that there. Same way. Still a little warm. I'll hold this on it. Just start distressing on it. It's going to take a little doing to get the inner part. You have to, let me get it back. I don't know if it's in the frame. You have to get in there with the, because it's kind of recessed. Get in there with it. But anyway, to save time, I'll go back and do that later. You can see what it looks like. What I did to bring out those letters for I love you is, once again, I used the handy dandy metallique wax from Prima. It's called Art Alchemy, on just a little pointed swab like that. And that way it gives you more control. And I just happened to notice the chain we did the other week. How cool is that? Pretty good match. Not perfect, but you could bust this up and, you know, do some separate lengths and work your neckline like I talk about doing. Put some connectors in there, put some beads in there, and kind of something awesome. But this piece was indeed very rare for their company. Turned out that what Ellen got at the auction was probably a prototype piece that they probably only made a dozen or less, and for some reason decided not to put in line. Why? I don't know, because that should be a good seller. We're going to find out, because I begged Mr. Bernie to make these for me. He says, only if you take X amount. So he made 10 finished silver ones and 10 finished gold ones, which is really not very many for him. He usually makes me take way more. But then he made me a bunch of raw ones. And we don't have these on the website yet, but we will. And don't get sticker shock when you come, because they're not, they cost a little more than the rest of our line. And the reason is because there are 3 pieces to assemble that, and there's handwork. They have to put this through and solder this on very finely, and it's just more complicated. They had to do 3 castings. They had to find all 3 castings to make it. So anyway, we will have some original type ones, probably on my personal page in a week or so, but you can get these in, over the weekend we'll get these up, maybe try to, but these are on, all of these are on, these 4 are on. So, Javi made this nice little sign thing with them on it. I don't know if she can zoom in. But you're going to have your numbers. Is that in the frame there, Javi? She has all the numbers. And I'm going to tell you a little secret too. If you come to www.bisouboutiques.com, that's where Bisou by 1928 is housed. It doesn't have its own website. It does have its own Facebook page, but it's part of our website. So you come to the website, bisouboutiques.com, and look for Bisou by 1928. You can't miss it. Click on it. If you decide you like it and you want to get some of these pieces, you can get a 25% discount every day off the retail price of this line if you enter code BSUE1928. It's all caps. All caps BSUE, no spaces, 1928. Javi, you'll put that on for me too. You have to have $40 in your cart though. It can be $40 of anything. I don't care, but all your pieces of Bisou by 1928, if you enter that code, will be 25% off. What a lot of smart shoppers do is wait till they want a bunch of it, do a big order, and then voila, man, they get a ton off. Somebody got, the other day, 40 bucks off or something, but they got a boatload of this product, which, hey, good for them because it's wonderful stuff. And if you haven't tried it yet, you need to come over and try it because there's nothing like it. There just really, truly is. One of the reasons why this pewter is so shiny and beautiful is because it does contain a little bit of silver, and it's another reason why it picks up such incredible detail. And why the 1928 jewelry had such detail is because the pewter blend, which is proprietary, belongs to them only, has silver in it, which is more than most companies want to do. It makes it cost a little bit more. But better product, you get what you pay for. You know, it's not all about finding the cheapest thing to make jewelry out there. It's about finding good stuff and then being clever about it. Don't chotch it up completely so that now you just got $200 in it. Don't do that. Find a good focal, make a good design, streamline it, you'll sell more of them. People will buy that one, that one, that one, that one, and you'll make your money anyway and more profit. Anyway, that's my business tip of the day. And with that, I'll be quiet because Javi is looking very sad over there because she didn't get her soup. So we're going to wish Javi some good soup and wish me to go away for today. Enjoy this. Come get some and try it. Get some Swellegant darkening patina. We have it there. And just have some fun because that's what it's all about, right? And you guys have a great day. And we'll be back as soon as possible with another video.